Good rest of your afternoon. We're back tonight with another Dark Souls 3 stream. In this one, we're going to be finishing up the Lothric area, doing the boss fight, and moving on to the next area of the game. It's going to be an episode where we talk a little bit more about the blend between PvP and PvE. We're going to be bringing some of those elements in. Before we do this boss fight, we're going to be optimizing our build for the boss fight and for the next parts. Being as this is a boss fight, we want to make sure that our absorptions are good, so we do already have on the knight set, so we'll be able to really tank a lot of the hits from the boss. We have the shield that we need. We might not really be needing the dagger too much. That might be weighing us down, but the quick step that we get from the dagger is going to be helping us out enough where leaving it on might not be a terrible idea either. We don't really have any more rings that we can put on for the situation. We do want to go ahead and pop on that Covenant item that we got from the last NPC interaction that we did at the end of the previous video. So we're going to go ahead and put on the Way of Blue. Having done that, we can now head over to that first bonfire again, where we can go ahead and start getting a little bit more into the PvP in this episode. Not sure if we're going to get invaded, but we're definitely going to be doing some summons since you guys asked for that last time. We do have a co-streamer with us tonight, so for that we'll be playing off the intro to darkcoffinx. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
How's it been for you today?
What? What'd you say?
How's it been for you today?
Oh, good. I didn't hear what you said. Ready to play some Dark Souls.
Word. Just making sure that my chat on my separate device is good. We might, if we keep getting invaded and the boss fight gets pushed off, then we might actually switch the chat back onto the screen. But for now, I kind of want to stick with the cinematic so we can test the levels out for the cutscene, since we didn't really have the greatest levels for a cutscene last time. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and sit. I'm ready for that summon sign whenever you're ready.
Okay. Let me put it down. No.
Might have to do a couple sits and stands. I did hear it. So we're going to be trying to take that that shortcut that we opened in the very beginning part of the last episode back down to the boss fight. We're going to be trying to do the very last NPC interaction, which is another summon, evidently. We have a player character here with us today. If things go really well, we might even use the dried finger and see if we can get a full party going. But for now, I think that we'll be pretty good doing it this way. Tell me about the Covenant that you're wearing right now.
It's the sunlight one.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
So for those of you who are new, the Sunlight Covenant will give you Covenant items that correspond to it, and then trading those in will actually net you things like spells later on in the game. We'll talk about that as it becomes relevant. Oh no. Where were you there? I just got absolutely destroyed by this guy.
I had no idea where you went because you didn't wait for me.
Oh, I thought you were following me.
No, I wasn't.
Off to a little bit of a rocky start. I'll have to resummon you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately there, we will lose the Embered effect, but we'll go ahead and we'll just pop another one of those for now. In between the last time and now, we did do a little bit of moving around of things in our inventory. I did mention we'd be slaving some things out so as to not bore you. We grabbed some embers in between the last episode and now so that we wouldn't run out of those during the stream. I think I grabbed your sign, and I thought I saw another guy, but he would have to have the same password. Man, that gold looks so good. Alright, so I'm going to head down this way. Be a little bit more conservative and pull these dogs back. We don't want to fight them both at the same time. Oh, we didn't take out the archer. Hold on, let's go take out the archer.
I'll go do it.
Okay, you take out the archer, I'll fight the dogs. Sometimes splitting up in this game is a good thing. Although, when you're invaded, that is something that leads to getting splintered off. We're gonna go ahead and take out Axe Guy. Dagger him down with a bunch of R1s. Pick up our nothing, and we'll go ahead and grab this elevator. Oh, I hear the sound of death out there. Last time I was in here, the guy, like, jumped down the elevator, and I, like, thought he was gonna be dead, and he was just waiting for me down here.
Yeah, they like to do that.
Yeah, it was pretty funny, though. Oh, we're invaded. Well, we'll deal with this ambush for now.
Cool. I will definitely kill the invader. Oh, here he is. Oh, you got a blue.
All right, so now we see the party filling out a little bit more, having a blue and a gold. It gives us some variety here. If only we had a white. If we can get to this NPC summon before this invader shows up, then we might have a chance at totally filling our party out. We'll go to our start menu, and we'll go ahead and we'll pop that dried finger in hopes that we can get this party totally filled out. We can grab our white sign. It's an NPC summon that we can just easily grab. He might cause some problems with these knights here. For now, I just kind of want to hold my ground. Like I said before, this isn't going to be a quick build. We aren't going to do every single little small thing, but I don't mind fighting some invaders, because that is part of Dark Souls 3.
Nice.
Again, trying to go through the shield, not the best method. The critical attack followed with a wake up works best. Now, there are some small enemies that we can take out down this way. Fortunately, the blue won't be able to come with us. I also don't know if our white NPC is down here.
He is.
Well, I don't know if I want to fog wall him. Oh, it's a purple. Well, why don't we have some, oh, he's running. Well, sir, or ma'am, or neither. Let me wave at you first. Oh, yes, is he reminding me that I need to get the rapier?
Who keeps throwing that?
Thought that was you. Oh,
nice.
I mean, the power of a four-man party is simply just a lot for invaders. We had every advantage we could possibly have there.
You just get shackles?
Actually, that would be. I don't know if I actually paid attention to that.
You should have gotten it.
Well, I'm not sure if it's you just get it when they die or if you have to kill them yourself.
No, you just get it when they die.
The blue went home. I'm going to grab our other white sign NPC. This is kind of an NPC-centric playthrough that we're doing here. We want to hit all the quest lines. I know yours is a lot more PvP-oriented, which is probably why we won that fight. We're going to go ahead and go into this boss fight here, and hopefully the levels for the cutscene that we have here will be much better. I'm going to go ahead and mute my line when that starts. coming back online. We have Vort of the Boreal Valley, which is sort of the highlight of this video here. He has a couple of different moves that you want to watch out for. That is one of them. There's two ways to fight him. You can attack his legs from his rear, or you can just sit in his crotch region and just kind of hack away. I have a name for the strategy, but I don't know how old all the viewers are, so I'm not going to go ahead and call it what I usually call it, but we'll sit right underneath him, and we'll just kind of continue to chop. He's going to go into his second stage soon. His slash, his dash. Oh, here comes the ice wave. We're going to try to avoid this ice wave here and get behind him.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. We're going to have to manage our health bar. Oh, no! He takes us down. Ah.
He killed you?
Yeah, I didn't manage my health bar in time, and that's unfortunate. We had a really good interaction there with that invader. Very efficient, but wasn't organized enough in the boss fight, so I'll have to go with our next resummon. Unfortunately, that's the third time. Luckily, we have that surplus of embers. We don't want to burn through that too quickly.
Oh, you will.
This game, yeah, this game seems to have a way of doing that. I think I see your sign again. I don't know how. I'll have to check my inventory for the, It doesn't seem like there's a shackle in there. I think the blue did get the kill, so I think the shackle goes to whoever gets the kill. I think everybody did get some hits in there on that purple, but I think it was the actual blue that killed him. I don't think I killed him there. Gonna kind of zip back down to where we were. Hopefully we can do this before we get invaded.
Don't forget to take the archer out.
Oh yeah, are you grabbing him?
Yep.
I don't even want to fight the dogs.
I'll fight him.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to waste anything. I just want to get back down there.
Go this way?
Yeah. Well, there's still Axe Guy that we have to deal with. Even just two players, the power of that stagger lock, it's a whole mood, as they say. Man, your armor is just so nice.
Thanks. It's gold and stuff.
I know, but like the Covenant item matches it and everything. You've got your ranks. I'm just a little level 10 guy. I don't even know what I'm doing. Ow. Hey! We did want to grab a rapier. Taking a lot of hits here. We grab our Lion Knight again. Let's try to skirt around these guys. I don't want to fight them. Alright. Not a good plan.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no, watch out. Alright. Back down this way. Luckily, we did get regen and Estus Flask. Still gonna have to use one before this fight. Have to take out this archer here. Grab our other NPC summon if he's here. Another player would be ideal. So we'll see what we got here. I think it's just the NPC summon. Well, yeah, because we're...
Because we're using a password?
Yes. Something I should have mentioned, that is a mechanic that you can do if you're trying to get somebody at a different soul level. That other player will get downscaled to your level, but you won't be able to just get random people. It'll have to be someone using the same password. He's immediately hating me this time. I'm going to run in here, grab my souls. Try to be more mindful to stay behind him this time. Man, he hits hard. Ah, he ran. Oh, man. Not the ice breath. Oh, I gotta heal. Oh, we gotta heal, like, immediately right now. Oh. And we're very in trouble.
Back away.
Gonna let our NPC summons and our player character take care of this. Throw a couple bombs where we can, and that careful playing there will net us the win. And thank you very much, Belladonna. darkcoffinx for helping us out. Everybody head over to her Twitch channel, check her out. Really great PvP character.
Thank you.
And with that, we pick up a Sunlight Medal, which we'll discuss more, and Soul of the Boreal Valley Vort as we unlock the door to the next area. So we're going to go ahead and light this final bonfire that we have access to before we head back to Firelink to wrap up this Lothric first area that we have gone to, and then we'll probably be heading back over to do the next area. Are you thinking that you want to keep this in the same stream or break it up for another one?
It's up to you.
Well, it hasn't been that long. I think it's been probably less than half an hour, so I'm fine to keep going.
Okay.
Now, what do you like? What do you think your plans are for your stream coming up? You got any big videos in the works?
Right now.
Oh, interesting. A co-stream. Let's see. I wonder if I got any new dialogue back at Firelink.
I just kind of just play. I don't really have like a schedule or anything. I just stream when I want to stream.
Very casual.
Yeah, just PvP. Sometimes I'll do some hosting in Ringed City.
Ah,
and
always a meta
stuff
spot.
Like that. So, yeah.
Trying to decide what I should get here. I picked up a couple boss souls. There's some spells I could get. I don't really have any catalysts that I can use at the available to me right now. The talisman I could pick up, but I don't have the intelligence for it. I'm doing a strength build this time because nostalgia, you know. It's my first build ever. I'm gonna make a good one. I know it's kind of the opposite of what you usually do. So let's see. One of the things that we are trying to do in this playthrough is we're trying to stay on target for our soul level. So we just completed the High Wall of Lothric initial area where we had to stay underneath 12. For going to the Undead Settlement, we have to be at least 15. We really should not go past level 20, but we need to upgrade our weapon now because our weapon upgrade level also needs to be between +1 to +2. So we're going to have to go ahead and upgrade our weapon, so we want to make sure we have enough souls to do that with. We also have to level our character up. We've been putting all our soul items in the bonfire because we are playing quite conservatively here. We did slave out a couple soul items, so we're going to go ahead and rely on those for the beginning part of our playthrough to go ahead and level up our character. All the souls from the enemies are going to go towards getting items from the handmaiden and just other things that we need to purchase as we go through the game. So we're going to go ahead and organize our storage box here, and we're going to go ahead and drop that boss soul in. We're going to go ahead and pop a couple soul items and get this character's level up just a tad. In fact, we're probably only going to need to use one. Souls are quite few and far between in the beginning.
Very well. Then touch the darkness within, take nourishment.
So I think I'm going to hop right up to from 10 to 15. That's a pretty big jump, right? I'm going to try to do this build somewhere between 40 and 60. We'll probably try to hit level 40 for strength. By the time we're level 75 to level 80, we want to have that 40 strength. So we're going to start putting points into our strength and dex. The claymore is going to become a big thing for us. So we're going to try to use that with this level up sequence. We're going to put a point into dex, 3 points into strength. That leaves 1 point where we can put that into vigor, which rounds out this class a little bit more. We could put that point into faith so that we could go ahead and use tears later. That might actually be more optimized if we go ahead and do that. Because then we could keep our vigor and our endurance evened out. So I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to put a point into faith so that we can go ahead and use tears earlier on in the game. That'll bring us up to level 15 for this next area. So I think I can meet at, I have to look at what the bonfire is called. It's the area after the one we were just in. It's the very first bonfire. I don't remember what it's called. It's like something blah 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 wall.
It's called Tower on the Wall.
Tower on the Wall. What's the area it's called?
It's Lothric Castle.
No, after that.
Oh, I don't know. I'm in a loading screen right now.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'll tell you in a second.
I'm still at Firelink. I have to go ahead and reinforce one of my weapons here. I think we can finally use the Claymore because of our stat investment that we went ahead and put in. So let me try wielding that Claymore. That red X went away. We're going to have to go ahead and get rid of the dagger because it's heavy as heck. We'll have to go ahead and use a lighter shield, most likely. Use a really light shield. We're going to have to lighten up our armor set quite a bit to do this. Let's see here. I think if we just go ahead and put the chain leggings on, that allows us to optimize our shield a bit more. I don't quite 100% love it.
It's called Vort of the Boreal Valley.
The bonfire, no, it's the next area after that area.
Undead Settlement?
Yes, and the very first bonfire in that area is called what?
Foot of the High Wall.
Yes.
That's
where we're going next.
Out.
Yes.
Okay.
So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our weapon upgrade. Our stat investment lets us use the Claymore now. We had to sacrifice a little bit of absorption on our shield to do this. But moving into a little bit later through early game, I think we're going to get more damage out of the Claymore if we go ahead and bring that up to +1. I'm not quite sure I want to bring it up to +2 because we're just going into the Undead Settlement. So I'm going to do a +1 Claymore for this. Go ahead and, let's see, can I afford a dagger? No, I can't. We're going to have to make a sacrifice there, a little bit of quick step. I think our PC will take care of the being quick. So I have a lot of souls that I still need to burn. I'm going to just pick up a key item here that's going to help us save some time with our NPC quest line later. I'm going to pick up the tower key just because it's expensive. I want to get rid of these souls. We're going to grab so many fire bombs. Like, you can't even believe the fire bombs. Prism stones get down to 1 soul. Alright, I'm coming. We're going to... I gotta hit Vort up real quick and get a cutscene that'll bring me over to where I think you are right now.
Undead Settlement?
Yeah, you're in that next area already, correct?
Yes.
Nice.
I am.
You think you might ever do like a New Game Plus playthrough video? Or like a playthrough series? Or do you kind of think you're going to stick to the shorter format content?
Well, I honestly kind of just like the PvP more, so I'm just gonna stick to what I've been doing.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably the... I usually don't do format stuff this long. I do a lot of boss fights. This is the first really explanatory stuff that I've been doing. But back at Vort, we have that item that we got from our our NPC interaction back, right back up that set of stairs in that other cathedral-y type room. We can go ahead and use that banner over here to go ahead and get a cutscene that'll bring us into the next area. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. You get a little bit of the view of the next area during the cutscene. It's really interesting how they work that in Dark Souls 3. Hopefully we'll see a little bit more of that in Elden Ring when it finally does come out. With that, we are brought over to the next area. We'll go ahead and light this first bonfire here, and that'll let us get our summons going. So this area here... if we go ahead and hit travel, it's called the Undead Settlement. The first bonfire is still technically part of the last area. It's foot of the high wall, transitory area between Lothric and the Undead Settlement. So I think we're ready for our summon sign to be dropped.
Okay.
Couple little small things in this first area.
Put my sign down.
Now there is a lot of there's a lot more detail in this next area. There's more of everything. There's more to look at, more to find, more variety, more NPCs, bonfires. There's another boss fight, a couple more key items. There's a lot of really important items going through this area. I'm not sure that it will all fit into one stream, so I'll probably just do the front end of this area, and depending on what time it is after that, we might do a secondary stream where we go through the back end of the Undead Settlement. Hello there.
Hello, Strunk Bonk.
Strunk Bonk, yes. I'm just going to be a strength build here. I mean, I did some casting. My last build was all about the fishes. This one, I just want to use really big weapons. I mean... I've done great swords before. I'm doing great swords now, but I kind of want to just do something where I just have a lot of weapons, or just a really, really big weapon, not even a lot of weapons. Grab our soul item and sort of see the enemies that we're going to be going up against. Don't really have any ranged options. Last time we picked up the longbow, but we don't have the dexterity to wield it. That's not really what our character is about, as our PC that we have with us is really more optimized to be dealing with those types of things. So we're going to kind of lean on that as we go into this next area. Only thing to really watch out for are the dogs. So we can kind of chill up here and let this next set of events sort of play out. You can sort of stay at the top of the stairs. I'll trigger those events just by kind of coming down here and aggroing the enemies at the gate. Kind of back up a little bit here and just let that situation play out. I have to set up our hotbar a little bit better for the next set of fights going through here. Basically, these dogs are going to take out the hollow enemies, and then once that's done, you just fight the dogs. The best way to do that is just to let them bounce off your shield. A really nice pairing when you have a dex and a strength build. I want to head back this way because we have some...
There's dogs over here too.
Oh yes, that's right. I always forget about these ones behind the cart. They're going to have an alluring skull, so we're going to want to pick that up. And then we do have a very important quest line that we want to start off. It's coming into this area. We can hear him talking.
Undo my shackle.
Now, we only have one of them moving around. If you look at each one, they're all stationary, except for this one here. We're going to go ahead and talk to him, have a conversation.
Oh, then it's true. A champion of Ash as I live and breathe. To be in your presence is a great honor. I am Yol of Londor, a pilgrim, as you can see, only somehow I failed to die as was ordained. Well, perhaps my calling lies elsewhere. Say, champion of Ash, how does the idea of taking me into your service strike you? I was once a sorcerer. Surely I can be of use.
So we're gonna want to accept his service.
I am honored. Truly, I should be dead. Yet you have granted me purpose anew. I, Yol of Londor, do solemnly swear myself to you.
Generally, you want to click the top option for those NPC-centric quest lines, as they do move those events through to the next stage. Having done that, we can just check out the rest of this area. Again, it kind of shows us where we're going to be going next. I won't really explain how we get there. It's just, it'll come into play later. We'll grab that homeward bone, and we'll head back over to the main gate that really brings us into the Undead Settlement proper. Man, I wish I had some more health, though. That's like the one thing. I think that invader might have gone differently if you weren't here for that. Let's kill this guy. Well, can't you come through here? Is that a fog wall for you?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this lever down. In the event that we get invaded from behind us, we'll get a little bit of an audio cue if we're close enough. And then we have sort of the first bonfire in the main area of the Undead Settlement. We're not going to be sitting because we have someone here, but we'll come back and check the title of this later. How you doing on Estus? I'm doing pretty good so far.
I have 6.
Oh, you have more than me, so...
Really?
Yeah, I have 5. Well, this is a new character. I'm a level 10. Well, now I'm a level 15, but still. I haven't really, gotten many of the items yet. I'm going to kind of let our PC do some of the work here. Help us stagger some of these more annoying enemies down. We're going to net the 4-prong plow from that enemy, chop down this corpse, grab that small shield. I have some smaller enemies in here that we're just going to slowly take out, grab the items, because they're pretty easy to get. Try to hear him drop down. Grab this item while she kills him. I'm going to come out on this porch area. This item here is going to be very important for a quest line. We're going to want to chop that down. Oh god. Yeah, you kill him. I chop that down.
Is there something around the corner over here?
Yeah, there is for me. Not very important, but repair powder, not super central to our build, but we can easily grab that with our PC character here. And then we want to be aware of this room. There's a little bit of an ambush set up here. Take out all these small little guys. Alright, now, this next area, it can be tricky if you don't know what you're doing. These barrels that we saw earlier, back in Lothric, we can take advantage of again to clear out some of these enemies. So we just really want to frame some of our bombs. I should be using the regular fire bombs. I'm going to grab that item that was on the corpse. I'll explain more about it.
Do lightning bombs work?
You need the fire damage, really. That's a good question, though. You really want to hit them with that fire damage. We're going to take out these closer up. Nah, I'm just going to aggro all the worst things right away. I have to use an Estus before I go into this next part of the fight. Yeah, be careful. Want to avoid that grapple attack that the evangelist enemies have.
Nice.
With the help of our PC Belladonna, we're able to stagger it down. There's a couple of important items we're going to want to grab. Estus Shard. Too bad I don't have... Actually, let me just use it real quick. Do you just protect me for a second, please? I'm going to try to shoot a corpse out of this tree. I need to go ahead. Oh, I have my arrows equipped already. Really doesn't matter if I can do good damage. I just need to get it down. Go ahead and get rid of that. That corpse out of the tree. We can kind of progress now. Grab some more of these items. There's two ways to go through this area. There's the front way and then the back way. We need to go through the front way to unlock the path to our covenant that we want to make sure that we get. This is the first time playing the game. We want to go ahead and get the... I can't recall the name of the covenant. It's the purple covenant. They give you the shackles. Could you refresh me on the name of that covenant?
I think it's called Mound Makers?
Mound Maker, yes. Mad Spirit, Dark Mad Spirit Mound Makers. That covenant is what we had invade us last time when we were in Lothric. So we're going to go through this way. A couple more small enemies. And kind of just roll into them to stagger them. Really easy way to deal with them.
He made a funny noise.
He did make a funny noise. I'm going to have to have another drink of our Estus there. Let's see. This way would be going progress towards the bonfire. I don't quite want to do that yet. I'm going to go back up this way so that we can get our Mound Maker's Covenant going. A lot of people skip this bonfire. Kind of like doing it this way first. I think it's a little bit faster to get the side area and have a middle point so that you're not always going back to that initial gate bonfire that we were at earlier. Yeah. I don't want to go through there just yet. Well, we can go in this room. Actually, yeah, we'll go through here. And then we'll backtrack a little bit. Let's see. There's an item up there that I can't get right now.
My god, my controller just
Did it
almost
die?
made me fall off the edge.
That would not have been good.
New controller.
Yeah.
Like it started walking towards the edge.
PlayStation controllers are hard to come by these days.
I know, it's really annoying.
We'll grab this door simply because we're over here, but I don't want to go over there just yet. I want to get that other bonfire. Couple things that I want to get before that bonfire that are pretty easy to get to. Want to beware of these enemies that are going to be shooting arrows at us. Cancel that plunge. Take out these enemies before we pick up anything. Then I'm going to head back onto this platform and have myself a little item grab NPC conversation. Are you okay over there? I hear fighting.
Yeah, I'm just throwing bombs at the guy up here.
Let me take this guy out, because he's making me a tad nervous. Yeah, he's out of the way. We're a little bit safer. I still see arrows coming in, but I think...
Another Nana disappeared.
Now, I'm kind of skipping through this dialogue here. I just want to make sure I have it completed. There's a lot of videos out there that talk about... Whoa. That talk about... Man, that really surprised me. To see this gold...
How did you squish me?
I don't know. There must have been some lag there. What is actually up here? Was there anything up here that we wanted to do?
I
Yeah,
just killed this guy up here.
We have an item. I can't do that because you're here right now. So we're going to come back and actually get that covenant, maybe in another video where we actually just talk about covenants. Maybe I can do the other covenant in this area next. So I want to grab these items up on this roof. They can come down here now. Yeah, so we got a couple items from doing that. Really
this
just
is like
looking...
my favorite sound in the whole game.
Oh, just the walking on the roof?
You're invaded. He's right there.
I'm gonna try to get a plunge on this guy.
I did it! Aw, really? Oh, you got a blue.
Oh no!
You jumped off, didn't you?
Yeah, so that was actually a really good strategy on that invader. Maybe there was somehow he knew that I was locked onto him, kind of pulled me off the edge because I was still locked onto his character model.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Why did you do that?
I thought I was like toggling locking on and not locking on. Man, we got almost up until that bonfire. We were really so close to it, so I guess now I can get you from the Undead Settlement. Puts us a little closer. We're going to have to, unfortunately, use another Ember. We did pick up an Estus Shard, which we'll be able to cash in next time we go back to Firelink. Because we have a summon waiting for us, we're not going to be trying to make excessive trips back to Firelink. We're going to try to optimize our time with that PC so we can really get the most out of our time here. So I'm ready for that sign pretty much whenever you get here.
Okay, I'm here.
Man, I really wish I wasn't locked onto that guy. Was in such a good spot to just keep going. Kind of the growing pains from switching to the from the longsword to the claymore got a little weirded out from the time it takes us to do an R1. It's a little bit longer now. Gonna have to accommodate for that. I also thought that that I was using a weapon skill shield, actually using a parry shield, so that effed me up a little bit. In fact, if I have a weapon skill shield, I might even want to switch to it. If I can have one that I can wield. Yeah. Warrior round shield. It's gonna be a little bit more physical guard absorption there. I lose some stability, but I'm not seeing that sign.
I put it down.
Are you? Which bonfire are you at? Are you at
Where
Undead?
Are you at?
Undead Settlement.
Oh, that's because I wasn't at the right bonfire.
I thought so.
Because it sent me back to the first one, because that's the one I was summoned at.
Yeah. Well, it's weird because I thought it would send me back there too, but I guess it sent me here. Even though I never even sat down at this bonfire, so it's weird that it sent me here. But it was just the last one that I lit.
Okay, now I will put my sign down.
Go ahead and pop some of these items in my storage box while I'm here. Get them out of my inventory so I can get through it quicker. Take some time to fix my hotbar. Go ahead and start to mess around with some of these combinations I can do. Make sure I have one of these. Heard that sign. Man, the shield is so silly. I really gotta do something about my vitality so I can carry some more equipment now that this Claymore's on my build. Alright. Now we can sort of just, let's see. We can go for that next bonfire.
Where did you go? Oh.
Come on. Man, he just wants to be in the ceiling right now. Wow. Okay then, he's like so scared he's not even coming out of the ceiling. I'm just gonna trust that you killed him up there.
I did not.
Whatever.
There he is. Oh, no. There he is.
Did he go a different way?
Maybe. That was weird. I think he's stuck in the ceiling. Oh, there he is.
I don't really care about him. He's not important.
Okay.
We really want to get that next bonfire, so we can even ignore all of this. We're going to head across this bridge kind of quickly. We're going to have to take out these two enemies here. And we can head back up this way. Actually, no, we don't want to do that. There's a better way. We're going to go through. Do this little ambush again. Man. I did drop my souls here. Go ahead and pick that up. And just basically follow me. I'm going to do this little drop down here. We'll take the fall damage. Thank you. We'll head in here. We'll grab our next bonfire. We're gonna crystal our PC out for now so that we can get that resummon, and we're gonna take that sit. I'm gonna really quickly head back over to Firelink and cash these souls in because they're starting to pile up. And then we'll come back to, I think, Cliff Underside, because that was the bonfire that we just unlocked.
That cliff underside?
Yeah. Let's see here. Man, what do I want to do? I'll just keep going on those fire bombs, I guess, but I feel like there's something else I should be doing. suppose we can pick up the halberd now that we have the stat investment for it. We'll pick up the talisman. We'll pick up heal aid, and we'll go ahead and we'll pick up fair and dart. Really low level on the intelligence investment.
Put my sign down.
Oh, you already put your sign down? I'm like still at Firelink.
Oh, okay.
I'll be there shortly though. Just clearing out my inventory of souls and grabbing a few things. Gee, did I pick up any rings yet? Well, we have one of the Covenant items already. Perhaps we could go in for the Covenant item that you're wearing, since that is available to us. We can't really do the purple Covenant so long as we have a PC along for the ride. So I suppose we can try to see if we can get back to the next NPC interaction in this area. We'll try to hit off the gold Covenant that we can have access to, and then maybe we'll wrap up the stream, and then I'll start off the next one with getting the purple Covenant, and maybe we'll bring our PC back at that point. Does that sound like an okay plan?
Sure.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna go back to Cliff Underside. We've got about half the bonfires in the overall area taken care of already, and not that much time. Having at least one PC character that you are familiar with helps a lot when you're starting a new build, especially when they're in an opposing build. It allows you to kind of have some stat spread on what you can do. I mean, a dex build's going to just give you really good damage per second. The DPS, you can't really keep up with it as a strength build. You can get more damage per hit in. So we're pretty much back at Cliff Underside now. We're ready for that sign.
It's already down.
I'm going to have to stand. That's it. Yep, right near the bonfire. It's nice that I can see it in here. It's kind of dark. And I can really hear something running around out there. Really miss my night shield. Halfway through this area, we can start to think about being able to upgrade our overall level a little bit more. I double check the soul level range again for this area is 15 to 20. We're on the low end of it right now, being 15. A couple more points into vitality might help let us get some more absorption back with our shield. For now, we're just going to kind of challenge ourselves just a little bit, so that mid game is easier for us when we get there. Actually, didn't want to go out. I didn't want to go out that way.
Oh.
Picked the wrong way. I think there is an item back that way. Right now, I want to go up here, because we got some important stuff to do on these, like, trellises. Hit him with the thing.
Hit him with what thing?
Just throw do a ranged thing.
Oh, this thing?
Yeah, if you can manage to hit him. He's around the corner.
Oh.
Nice. Wanted to make sure he was out of the way. We have a little tiny platform to walk on here. It can be hard if you're not angling your character model at the wall. We're going to go ahead and pick up our hand axe and have a nice little NPC interaction here when we have our PC to guard us.
Aha! Unkindled, are we? Welcome to my abode. I am Cornix, an old pyromancer, a crow in his cage, as you see. Now, but here we are. An encounter for the ages. I hear the Unkindled make for fine vessels. Care to learn some pyromancies from this old man? Ah, most wise. A chance encounter should not be squandered. To reiterate, I am Cornix of the Great Swamp. The pleasure is mine.
He'll teleport away from us. So that pretty much gets that quest line going. So that's the first thing on the list for this little segment here. It's a little dangerous here if we drop down, but I'm going to run back across the bridge, and I'm not going to try to engage really too much with what's going on. I'm going to grab the shiny, though. I really want the shiny here. Try to run past that guy. Grab our clutch ring, and hightail it back up this little bridge. And back across the stone bridge. Hopefully our PC catches up with us. Gonna go up here. We're gonna grab ourselves a shield. Come back out this way. We're gonna take the backwards path that we've been doing. Literally rubbish. He dropped rubbish.
It's the best item in the whole game.
Actually, it's the worst. Heal up here, and I'm gonna try to skirt around the edge. No, not up there. I don't want to go up there. Come back down. Come back down. Follow me. Try to skirt around the edge here. And I'm gonna basically go like I'm gonna go in here, but I'm gonna hug the wall. Kill a couple guys. I don't think the evangelist will notice if I do this. Pretty sure this door does open from both sides. Yep. Quite nice. This is, in my opinion, the easier way to do this. Oh yeah, piercing damage is nice against these guys, so if you have a poke, slashing damage doesn't really work out too great. It's really the pokes that do it. Fire damage helps. And cut that corpse down. I think there's a couple more of those types of enemies. Ah, yes, we needed to get that from the other side, so now that we've learned that, we have to go back up, unfortunately. Seems as though I've done something slightly incorrect. There we go. Drop down through here. Go ahead and grab our Warrior of Sunlight Covenant item. Very important. As we see our PC character right next to us, that is the covenant that they're associated with. Yes. And you do have to find your actual idol for that covenant to go ahead and get that gesture. We don't have access to that just yet. I'm going to go ahead and get our Estus Soup quest going by drinking that Estus Soup there. Some people leave that for when they really, really need a little bit of Estus. Confident that we can get through this with our PC helping us out. Go ahead and put some fire damage on and get some piercing damage going. We got some ambushes coming up here, and this red-eye enemy. Couple more of those enemies. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do something about our vitality pretty soon. Maybe a couple bonfires from now, or maybe a shortcut
You're
or two.
lagging a little.
Lagging? What kind of lag? Ooh, I gotta heal. Man, a little bit frantically running through this part here. The bleed damage is really chunking us out. I'm gonna heal more. It seems as though we might... Yeah, it seems as though we both might be lagging a tad. This is very risky what we're doing here. Oh my god. Gotta heal. experiencing quite a bit of lag here. Probably because the video is getting a little bit long. Hopefully YouTube isn't having some compression issues while we're experiencing these lag issues. We only have one of these connections on LAN, so it's a little bit bandwidth rationing, I think. But that gets us down to this next little area here. We are going to get invaded by Holy Knight Hodric, but before that really goes through all the way, we're going to try to see if we can take out this Crystal Lizard. Maybe grab that bonfire while we're at it. Nice. I think that was a raw gem. Hit up that bonfire. And we're going to have ourselves another... Wow, we are really getting the lag tonight, guys. See if we can get Estus back. Hopefully we're not fighting Hodric and this big guy at the same time. Let's... Oh, so Hodric's behind us. We're going to try to pull him down. Oh, I hear that. I hear that knight. Now, behind you is Hodric. I'm going to try to space Hodric. Man, he's really doing some work with that that flamberge that he's got there. I'm going to have to be extra careful while spacing him out. Oh, and a parry. Man, I'm going to have to really keep my health bar up while trying to deal with this invader here. Ah, what a... Man, I really don't have any resources left to deal with him. So I'm going to have to be very careful. Nice. Go ahead and net our first vertebra shackle. That is a very positive interaction. We are going to go ahead and get invaded again. I got back 3 Estus from that, so I can now go ahead and heal. I might even just hang out near this bonfire while we're invaded. We took out that big enemy. We did some things. We got the Covenant unlocked, but I really want to go ahead and get that next Covenant before progressing too much further through this area. So I'm really just going to hang out here. Let this invader come to us. Wish I had something to regen some health.
Somewhat.
Like some kind of item that I could passively regen health with. There's a shield. What are you saying? What are you saying?
Picked up this item.
What item? Is it leveled up?
Oh, it's a Sigbrow.
Oh, yeah, we can pick up a Sigbrow. Very generous of our PC. We've got a blue here, so I'm hoping that these invaders and these blues...
The red.
Oh, yeah, he's over there. Okay, so we've got our red over here. Are you still getting audio from me? Hello? Are you still getting audio from me?
Yes, but I keep breaking up.
Well, with this red out of the way, that pretty much... I mean, that's a really good interaction. I'm going to try to head back to this bonfire. How you doing on Estus?
You need to stop and then
Yeah, I'm going to crystal you out. I think that's going to wrap up the stream. We're having a little bit of intermittent connection issues. So for now, we're going to wrap this one up for here. We took care of a lot of the things that we needed to do, but we want to get that one more Covenant before we go any further through this area. We're going to check our levels, make sure everything is good. And I'll probably do the front half of the next stream without a PC so we can go ahead and get that purple Covenant without having any of the weird aggro effects going on from having a PC in our world. Thank you guys who have commented and watching, and thank you a lot to darkcoffinx for co-streaming with us. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night.